Yo, YouTube, what is going on? And your boy was just up in the morning, scrolling through Twitter, and well, I guess it's the afternoon. My apologies. And what do I see? I see a tweet from the boy Tectone saying, "Here's why you're wrong." And at first, I'm like, "Oh my God, is this another drama?" But no. Then I look down, and we find this tweet from TGS saying, "Unpopular opinion: Wuwa's combat system isn't strictly better than Genshin's. It's just different." And to me, I'm like, why is someone just randomly out of nowhere, tweeting about Genshin and Wuwa again and saying, oh, Wuwa isn't better and this and all that, and trying to give an opinion when, Wuthering Waves is about to hit its 1.1 patch and Zenless Zone 0 is around the corner. But these Genshin players, bro, they just keep trying to diminish Wuthering Waves' value, even though this is just incorrect information. Now, I'm going to show Tech's tweet in just a second, but even MTash responded saying the element system, if Genshin, is pretty darn cool in many ways. I liked it a lot when I first started playing. I think it was overall more fun to interact with than the Forte intro and outro stuff. So MTash is saying he likes the elemental systems and stuff a little bit better than intro and outro stuff. And then if we go back to Tectone's opinion is, here's why you're wrong. Combat isn't strictly dedicated by what you do as a player. It also heavily depends on what you fight and what challenges you must overcome. Genshin fights are 99% target dummies or DPS checks. Excuse me, guys, if you heard that beep, that was my phone. But I want to address this part first before I start reading forward. So yeah, Genshin Impact. I've put 279 hours into Genshin, and I was like a recent player. I played it 6 months ago, and I put a lot of time into Genshin, but eventually I ended up dropping Genshin, and I kind of agree with Tech, right? You can have half-ass built characters, and you can still perform at a high level and clear stuff. On top of that, when you max out a character in Genshin, it really doesn't feel like there's any value to maxing out a character in Genshin because you aren't getting any end game. You're only getting more story and more open world. So when someone like TGS says the Wuwa's combat system isn't strictly better than Genshin's, he's already wrong, because what do you need combat for in Genshin other than to just clear a mob in like half a second and look around the next part of the world? Like, it does not make any sense why. I don't know. This opinion is just like, I get it's an opinion, but it's like, holy, like, it's a terrible opinion. You know what I mean? Like, even Genshin players have even said, and even the devs have even said, bro, we play the game because it's not stressful. We just want to be around an open world, play around and have fun and look at these bright colors and new environments. You know what I mean? Genshin's more of an exploration game now than anything else. It's a story / exploration game with some combat. Wuthering Waves is combat. As for MTash's opinion on the elemental systems and how he likes it more than intro and outro, I can understand how intro and outro can be tedious, but then again, like, with the release of Jinhsi around the corner too, and her having it built into her kit to where she's going to basically be able to build that Forte circuit really fast so that you don't have to wait as long to switch, or you don't even have to fill it up as quickly, and you're just going to keep quick swapping and doing all these crazy combos and stuff like that. But I want to say, for most casual players, nobody really worries about like, oh, I need to hit like every single combo mechanic or cancel and everything like that. Most players just play with, they use a couple basic attacks, throw a couple skills in. When they got their ult, they ult. When they see they can switch, they switch in and out. That's pretty much it. Now, why I think this is starting to become a little bit annoying, I think, amongst the community, is I feel like competition is good. Like, Genshin and Wuthering are competing against each other. You know what I mean? But when you have people like this making dumb opinions, bro, it just ruins, like, it just gets into silly arguments, and then it makes communities toxic at each other for what reason? Now, I want to read the rest of Tech's tweets before I give, like, any other thoughts, because he may address some things I want to say. Wuthering Waves fights, you have to be active and involved in what the enemies are doing outside of mob grinding. So I kind of agree with Tech on this. like outside of mob grinding, right? Because mobs are easy to kill, you know, they're not essentially made to be hard. They're meant for you to like go around the world, farm the materials, destroy them really quickly. But yeah, have any of you guys played the towers? I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have. Have any of you guys played against the Scar boss fight for the first time? Pretty sure a lot of y'all have. Have any of you guys played the hologram bosses? I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have, or at least have tried any of those things. You guys know that when playing Wuthering Waves, you know that first off, there's a reason why there's perfect dodges and there's a reason why there's parries, is because you're gonna have to pull those off sometimes, you know what I mean, to win a fight. Either it's a combination of the both, or you need to just be able to dodge multiple times, you know, to clear a boss. And yeah, Wuthering Waves fights are very engaging, because if you don't like pay attention to a boss's move set, right, from when it's like one of those strong moves that you can parry or like dodge a certain move at the right time, they can, you know, they can destroy you. They hit really hard. And that's another reason why, like, I don't like, again, TGS's tweet, is because Genshin is a stat checking game full of numbers, and it's all about how quickly can I just pull this combo off, and then boom, you know, it's over. You know, there's no real combat to it. It's just like a nuking system every patch to see, oh, this is the bigger nuke, this is the bigger nuke. With Wuthering Waves, the game feels like a proper fight. I don't know if y'all have played God of War ever, but to me, Wuthering Waves isn't more like, it isn't anything like Dark Souls or anything like that. It feels like God of War, especially Ragnarok if you've played it, because in God of War Ragnarok, you know, they have different moves for bosses where it's like, hey, you have to parry this one. Okay, now it's time to dodge this one, you know, and then you go back in and you take your turns. So I don't know, bro. Like, to me, realistically, this whole thing screams Genshin fanboy hating on Wuwa because Wuwa's getting big and popular, and I don't know, it's just getting more and more stupid. Let me know, guys, in the comments, do you guys agree let me know in the comments, do you guys agree before we get to Tectone's last part of this tweet, and then we'll give our closing thoughts on it. Overall enjoyment of combat experience on average will always be in Wuthering Waves' favor due to there being more factors and more mechanics, more variety. Genshin has Yelan though, she's hot as fuck. So let's just address this last line the text said. Yeah, I think Yelan may be the best looking character in Genshin. She's fine as hell, but yeah, let's address this last part real quick, and this is pretty much going to be my closing thoughts too. With every character that's releasing, and again going back to Jinhsi and Changli, they make every character feels very different to play so far. Like their combat mechanics, their animations, that's another thing real quick. Animations, can y'all, okay, correct me if I'm wrong if anybody comes from Genshin or played Genshin and now is playing Wuwa. Weren't the first banner characters like Venti and I don't know the other limited, and Klee and all that? I think that's who the first banner characters were. Their ult animations are nothing compared to the animations we have for Jian, Yin Lin, and then they in 1.1 they turned it up 10 levels with Changli and Jinhsi. And I agree, all these characters that are releasing now, they're different from one another. They have multiple mechanics. Obviously, for everybody who just plays the game casually, you know what I mean, it's going to be simple, it's going to be straightforward. There's going to that you're going to play it. But for even more players who want to get a little bit more like, you know, deep into the combat system or want to learn new tricks every time, new cancels and stuff, there's so much more you can do in Wuthering Waves than you can in Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is just a numbers game. That's why those guides are always all about numbers. However, in Wuthering Waves, I'll be real, numbers are important if you want to look at them, but at the end of the day, you're not going to pull off a perfect combo when the ape is going to go grab his, you know, bamboo stick or whatever the big log is and go punch you in the face. You know, just like Mike Tyson said, everybody has a game plan until they get punched in the face. But with that being said, these are my final thoughts on this whole thing. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you guys want to find this tweet, you guys can just go to Tectone's Twitter or go to Twitter and just type in Tectone. You can see on his page the tweet and his reply, and I'm pretty sure this is just going to keep gaining traction. This is just only Tectone's side. I clicked on TGS's, and I'm pretty sure his is going to farm more views, and then MTash responded. So yeah, this is becoming a popular topic, I think, and it may just keep growing and people may add to the conversation. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe as always, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.